Hello and welcome back to another Anime in UK. It's a British look at the world of anime. Of course, I am joined by my wonderful co-host Rebecca.
Hi.
But you may notice we have another face in the crowd today. Of course, people who have watched this podcast a lot probably will recognise her. Of course, it is the wonderful Harriet. Say hello, Harriet.
Hello, I did. Hello.
Hey, yeah, you know.
There we go.
There we are. Hello, Harriet. It's wonderful to have you back again.
Gosh.
I'm happy we didn't scare you away after the last few times we were on here.
No, it's just times and clashes and all that.
No.
It's just been impossible.
Yeah, no, it's just wonderful, especially considering that today we're talking about Kokorocon, and you, of course, with Kokorocon with us. So, yeah, it'd actually be really wonderful to be able to talk to you about it. But just before we go on to the main subject, we've had some good news, some amazing news, haven't we, this week, Rebecca?
Yes.
What is it?
We've hit 1,000 subs.
So we
And plus, also, we're now YouTube partnership, so that means we get ad revenue.
5p for us.
5p.
Are we looking forward to spending like
To be fair, I'm still on 30 cents, so
I'm on 1 pence. We're actually on 1 pence at the moment. I don't. Yay! So we're getting there. We're a whole penny. Progress. But no, I mean, I would like to make money, but I mean, I think it's the fact that we've been able to start something up and we've gone through with it, and we've had some amazing times, haven't we, Rebecca?
I think so.
Yeah, and I think it's helped us both. I think we both have done stuff that we probably may not even have done if we hadn't started this channel, and it's just been wonderful. Of course, wonderful with the community out here, and especially I guess with Kokorocon. Spoiler, there's a lot about community at Kokorocon. You've just been wonderful being here, so I must say thank you, all of you, viewers, subscribers, anyone who's liked, disliked, commented anything for like the last almost coming up to 2 years. You're wonderful, and we love you so much. So well done,
I just
everyone.
have to say many congratulations to
Yes.
you both for achieving that goal. It's very difficult. I mean, it took me a long time, but honestly, it's worth it. It really is. So many congratulations to you all, and may you continue to grow.
Oh, thank you, Harriet. It feels good.
We're planning some stuff
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah, we have a plan for a trip somewhere. I'm looking forward to that one, actually. I looked up some stuff. It looks really cool. So I'm looking forward to that. So we just need to make sure the date's all okay, and then we can be able to go. So hopefully we'll be bringing you some more cool stuff from that trip. Shall we go on to our main subject now, of course?
Yep.
Yeah, everyone wants us to talk about this. It's, of course, we were at the anime convention, Kokorocon, 2023, aka Kokorocon 2, aka Kokorocon Part 2, Battle Tendency. Look, I made a JoJo joke in this show. Spoiler, the next movie in Japan is also about JoJo.
When that comes out eventually.
When it eventually comes out. No, it's been edited. I want it to be a good episode. So Kokorocon, what did we all think?
It was really good.
Yeah, it was good. It was
really
good
good.
stuff. Good times.
Really good, really good. So
Yeah.
I didn't get to Kokorocon until Friday because I had to work. And I didn't book the day off. But
I think for lots of people, because obviously we had in the UK we had a lot of train strikes going on at the moment. So
yeah.
a lot of people I know they decided to stay an extra night, so headed up Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Especially...
Kitakon.
Oh, is that we? Oh yeah. I should have done that for Kita, but yeah, but it was just a case of people went a day early, so pre-con.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice to see. I saw a load of people like on Facebook be like, I'm already in Nottingham. And I must say, they looked like there was actually a hell of a lot of stuff to see in Nottingham. I was actually talking to my my co-workers today, and they're like, "Hey, what did you get up to in Nottingham?" And I was a bit like, I kind of ended up mostly at the anime convention.
Pretty much.
We did some other stuff.
We did some other stuff. There's a lot of lovely restaurants in Nottingham. That's what I must say.
There's Warhammer World. There's lots of food places.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of museums. Oh, we're talking about those food places later.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about. I'm about to say we'll have a whole section where we just review like food places near Kokorocon. Because that was like the whole subgenre of Kokorocon, the places you don't just go and eat at the McDonald's. Not like MianiCon where you're just forced to eat at the McDonald's. Or you forced
Okay, I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, I think every MianiCon attendee is just like I go and eat at McDonald's. Kokorocon, there is so many good places to eat, but we'll get onto that later. So yeah, it was like one thing I would love about Nottingham is they have a proper tram.
I know.
Yes.
I
used it a lot.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I know.
I love that tram.
I know. It's just weird because here in the UK, a lot of towns got rid of their trams. Like we had like a big tram system back in the day, but then in the 30s, they're like, there's this thing called buses. We'll use them instead. So it's like Nottingham has a really good. The thing I like about Nottingham's tram system that is connected to the train station.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the blessing.
No more hills.
Yeah.
No more hills.
So you can literally, I love like lifts up to it, and you can just literally.
No more hills.
You didn't have to go outside the station. It was like the same. So you got on this long distance trip, and then it's just like, oh, here. Literally, just turn the corner. It's like, here's the tram stop. Go up the lift. Here it is.
Yay!
Yeah, I love tram. So actually, it was really nice to go on the tram. It was like nice. You get to like see the whole town around. That's why I'm always kind of sad. I need to just go to Nottingham in general. I did years and years ago, and it was just like nice. You could see all the restaurants and all. Well, they're like lots of really cool shops. I heard there's a really good card shop in Nottingham that I didn't get to visit. Probably really should have visited it, considering I did.
I know that branch of Waterstones is really good.
Waterstones are normally quite. I noticed that Waterstones have got really.
I know the one in Nottingham is really good, but I haven't been.
And Forbidden Planet as well. I didn't have a chance to go there this time, sadly, because I just ran out of time.
I walked past it. Forbidden Planet's got really good because.
Yeah, we've just had one over up in Brighton, and it's rather good.
That's really.
We've got a huge loungefly section.
That's.
Oh, that's dangerous.
No, they haven't got the Garfield purse up one, but there's a SpongeBob purse that is kind of calling my name.
Oh.
I do like the McDonald's ones because I saw someone with the Happy Meal one when I was driving. I was driving like, oh my god, it's real. It looks so cool.
Yeah, no, there was lots of actual. Now I think Nottingham is such like a lovely venue for an anime convention. But luckily we were in because there is another hotel in Nottingham that hosts conventions in the past.
Oh god.
Probably still smells a couple suit, to be honest with you.
I never went to it. That was the first time I didn't go to that said event, but I did walk it the first Kokorocon because I was with friends and they showed me and I was just like, you know that shit that you get down your spine?
Yeah.
Like, I felt that when I walked by. I was just like, oh well, I didn't go to it, but at least I kind of
I was opposite the hotel, as we call it, the Britannia Hotel.
Oh, the hotel.
It can be joked that the H has fallen off. They called it the hotel, the Britannia. So essentially, there's a Britannia hotel, as we call it, and there were two conventions.
Horror stories.
There are horror stories. There was sort of
both conventions
that were there. There was like a hybrid anime gaming convention that ran there. And it was kind of the only way to get to the gaming rooms were these lifts, and the lifts broke, and I just heard all these like nightmare stories about the venue. And then I was actually at the Amicon that was hosted there. It was actually quite a nice.
Yeah.
It was mostly quite a nice event because I was only there for one day.
Except the hotel, where one of the hotel windows fell out.
Yeah, one of the hotel windows fell out and almost killed the ex-chair of Amicon. So it became a meme that the hotel flippy was trying to kill the ex-chairman.
Oh god.
And it was one of them hotels. I don't know, there was like, I remember one of the event rooms was literally just like a walkway with some like tables. I mean, that was the card game room. We were just walking through the card game room, and it was just like, oh, okay, this is a bit. I mean, of course, we are now at a nicer venue, and
Yeah.
that venue being the
Brown Plaza.
Thank you, Rebecca, because I didn't want to get mixed up because I was staying at the Pop Plaza and I was gonna get the right guy. What was his call out again? How
I
is it?
stayed there at that Ahmed Shibi,
Yeah,
so I think I made a good decision there.
yeah. So, what did you think of the hotel? Because this was your first Kokorocon, Rebecca, because you weren't at last year's Kokorocon.
Not. That's because I was a stupid so-and-so.
Stupid
I wish I could slap past me in the flipping face.
I will admit, when it is a first-time convention, you can understand why people don't go to first-time conventions because. I mean, even we just talked about it, that hybrid video anime and gaming con, it didn't really sound like there was a lot of teething issues. So he shows you sometimes just you don't know what's going to be good and stuff. So sometimes maybe it is good just to sit one out and see if it's any good. And
After last year, because I was at the last one for the full weekend last year.
Yeah.
Stayed in the same hotel. I really enjoyed it, and that's why I wasn't alone in regards to that. And I think that's why the word spread in regards to well, this is actually quite a good con because, like you said, it's the first con jitters. I mean, I always kind of give cons a chance, and I wasn't disappointed. So as soon as they announced they were in the second one, I was just like, I'm definitely going. No questions asked. I know it's like 3 weeks after Minami, which is a bit of a stretch. But still, it's one of those cons that I would definitely be loyal to. Yeah.
I feel with Kokoro, Alex, who runs it, he actually, when he first was coming through the idea, he actually showed me the hotel. And he literally just said to me, look, I know you're a real like stiff so-and-so. Sorry, I just remember I can't swear anymore. And no, I'm not joking. We cannot swear anymore. We are YouTube partners. We got to be glowing examples.
I don't swear in my videos. I just let NSP do that for me.
Yeah.
Well, isn't my beauty panel full of swearing? So.
That's okay. That's okay. That's your baby, Rebecca. You can swear. Your babies, you can swear all you want.
I love that.
Now Rebecca's gonna go, great, I'm just gonna figure out how to get a swear word into every episode. I'm not sure because I noticed on some previous episodes we have the dreaded yellow mark. So I'm just like, okay, so they know we swear.
I'm sorry that I swear like a sailor.
That's okay. I'm like, really? Do I really need my free pence revenue? Why am I worrying? No, but back to it. I was like kind of there or Alex was kind of showing me stuff and he was talking through. And I mean, me and Alex had previous at another anime convention that he used to work at. I'm going to try my best not to mention the name of that anime convention. But yeah, I was just like there. I said, this actually looks like a really nice venue. Of course, without physically going there, but I was like telling him like the venue they had at the previous anime convention. I told him all the problems. But I said, if you're doing something small, this looks good and Kokorocon looks really like this venue looks really amazing. So it was like really nice to actually go last year and see it all. Of course, I was only there for the day, and then I was really excited to see what it was like this year. So should we start from the start of Kokorocon?
Why not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Start from day one of the convention. So, did anyone go to anything before the opening?
I'm trying to think. No, firstly, I was just kind of.
We went to our tram adventure.
Yeah,
we went to Sainsbury's. And I bought all my boots for the weekend.
She did. I bought my tea. I was originally. This is the reason why we went, and I kid you not. So first of all, me and Rebecca went off and got food, because it was after the closing. No, it was even before everything had happened.
We got our passes.
That was.
I was not going to ask that. How was it picking up your passes?
Easy.
Oh, easy.
Very much like 15 minutes queuing.
Oh yeah.
In and out. Got our bags, our badges, and then out the door. So in my room, because I wasn't in the hotel this time, and I was in the rooms up the road.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I'm going to bring my Switch with me, my Switch and my dock, because friends last year, they brought theirs with them and they plugged it into the TV. And I thought, well, this is easy. I can do this. Turned out my TV did not have a HDMI port, and I thought, well, this is troubling. So I mentioned it to Rebecca, and then I said, maybe not Argos nearby, I can get a USB to HDMI thing.
Yeah.
And thus begun the journey for Sainsbury's.
Did you find one?
And we did find one. We did find it. So we got a tram outside of the city. After bubble tea and after having a look around. And then we saw a couple of coffee shops that were drive-throughs, and we jokingly said, we jokingly said, you can just hop on me and I'll pretend I'm a car and we can just drive into to get some drinks. Didn't turn out that way, but it was like a good 10-minute walk to the store. We got everything, and that was a fun evening.
That was a fun evening. I think I made a good idea buying all my booze at Sainsbury's, because the hotel bar was pretty expensive.
It was expensive. I bought like 2 Cokes and it cost me £10.
Yeah, it alternated. That was the only thing. It's like one time I got like a large Pepsi Max. One time it was £4. Other times it was £5. I was just like, okay, random roulette. How much are you going to be?
How much are you going to pay today? But don't worry, we're used to hotels being expensive at anime conventions. I'm looking at you, Kitacon. Old Kitacon, not new Kitacon.
That was the hotel itself.
That was the hotel. We're not digging at you, Kitacon. We love you, Kitacon. We love you. We love you guys.
No, I love Kitacon.
We love you guys.
Kita has a special place in my heart. I can't diss it at all. No. It's like my first ever convention I went to outside of Comic-Con.
Yeah, I remember. I still regret not going to those super early Kitacons.
They were fun because I've never been to anything outside of Expo before. I still call it Expo, but Comic-Con. And then obviously things changed, but it still grew, it's done really well. So that's why I'm like one of these people, another con I would fully commit myself to no matter what.
Yeah. No, I look back at some of those early photos and videos and that video of M. Grant.
Oh, God.
Like, why couldn't I have been there when M. Grant made his speech? There was a notorious gopher in the first year, and he made a speech, and it's like so cringeworthy.
I don't remember it, but then again,
you never seen the video.
You only remember what you get. I probably have, but it was a long time ago.
He just comes on stage. It's like his American accent he has. He's not American. He's Scottish. He wanted to be a dub VA, so for some reason he thought, I'll have an American accent. It's just so like, oh my god, what there? You see Scowney, that's it. I don't remember Scowney. And he's just like, Scowney's almost like trying to get in a mic of him. It's just like, I don't know what to do. But I do regret, like, I did actually get a lot of like early Kitter vibes from Kokorocon.
I got that as well. I think that's the good thing about Kokoro, and a lot of people did say, like, when you read statuses afterwards in regards to how they enjoyed it, and it was very much like back in the day of the small atmosphere. I mean, obviously it was in a big hotel, but you still had the same vibes of like. But there's only like 500 people. I know Minami has that or less, but because it's like Minami's not a party con.
No, it's not.
But Kokoro, definitely not. I mean, Kokoro is. So you had the parties every night, and I'm sure Kita did back in the day.
They did. Kita, he always has been around its parties as well. So I would say that me getting a pass was actually pretty easy as well. More just trying to remember which area it was, but found it. I think I got my pass within a couple of minutes. Really lovely people. They straight away were like, "Oh, it's you again. Are you going to say our con is too blue again?" Oh, we had something about that. And then you said we went into the opening ceremony. Did I go in with either one of you? I'm trying to remember who I was with the opening ceremony.
I was cosplaying having some cosplay fun as well.
Oh yes. Oh
that
God.
was the whole. We're all like that half convention Chainsaw Man cosplay.
I walked in, no joke, and the entire freaking convention is Chainsaw Man. Like you walk in and you're just like, oh, I should have bought my chainsaw. It's like you got all like the original. You got the main gang. There's like loads of them. Then you got all the side characters, like the ones that
was part 2.
And then there was just like a part 2 like group, and it was just like
just like me, Ellie, and someone else. I think I saw another Yoro as well.
Yeah,
the Spider-Man type.
Yeah.
No, there's actually a fair point. I'm thinking back, I'm thinking, I did see a lot of people in suits.
Yeah. Everyone's just like, why are these people, all the people in the hotel, like, why are these people wearing suits? Why?
Oh, I knew it was.
Yeah.
But because
other people were just like,
the anime, I've only read like a few of the books.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're just like, you not watched Chainsaw Man yet?
No, I haven't.
What are you doing with your life, Harry?
No, it's ironic that
I was once like you.
I don't really watch or read a lot of anime or manga anymore.
You should stop what you're doing and just go and download Crunchyroll. Go download Crunchyroll and go and watch the masterpiece that is known as Chainsaw Man. I know Rebecca's probably sitting there going, "No, read the manga. Don't be a peasant like Tim who doesn't read."
It's good.
I'll do it while we're talking. Go carry on.
Carry on. You can go through and go, oh, this is good. This is very. No, it actually was. It was actually pretty wholesome. It was pretty like wholesome to see like so many people. Like I don't think anyone had planned it. Just everyone kind of showed up. Like, hey,
somewhat kind of.
Yeah.
But it's not like old times when people have cosplay. Like, he must be this character.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll be moaning. It's like, oh, sweet, we've got a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. It was just nice, and everyone got, oh wow, everyone had the same idea. We all came in a Chainsaw Man. No, it was just really nice to see. And it was just the variety that there was, like so many most of the side characters were being represented. The part 2 characters were being represented. It was like, oh, this is like the con hasn't even started, and it's really wholesome. And then we had the opening ceremony.
Yeah.
Yay. Did you all go to that?
Yep. Yeah, I think I was sat next to you, Tim.
I know I was sat next to someone.
No, I was sat next to the Shadow Dinosaur. That was it. Yeah.
He was
Orleans.
Yeah.
Our friend Orleans, a good friend of the channel. I should have him on at some point, actually. I remember that. Yeah. Orleans Cup should come on. Definitely need Orleans on. But definitely, we were there because we were doing we were like the little press. We kind of, as there wasn't an official photographer area, we made up. We have a little tripod and a little camera, and we.
So when are we going to start? Yeah, you're probably going to start applying for press at some point.
Yeah,
I think with Kokoro they don't have specific press per se. I think it's just a case of I think we did it on Sunday, but we'll get to that. We got to the front of the queue.
Yeah.
And made sure to be like, right, okay, so we're going to get a seat.
We waited. We were at the front of that's what we're saying. We got there early and said, "Yo, we want to film," and they kind of went, "Okay, as you're here first, you can essentially select your seats." But we'll get on to that later. No, they're pretty cool with that. They're pretty cool with that. So we did wait. We didn't like just show up and go freedom of the press. No, we did respectfully wait. We didn't like pushing any lines.
No.
Literally, we. So yeah, the opening ceremony was. I mean, it was pretty standard. Alex came out, told us all what was going on. They did. They did have a
follow the rules.
Yeah, follow the rules. Oh, that was a brilliant bit. The bit about don't be a dick. But then he was like, "Hey, but dicks are dicks have some use.
Dicks are useful."
Yeah, so don't be useless. That was it. Don't be useless. Which I actually kind of liked. It was like useless. It was like, okay, the con is having its little in joke. That's cool. We'll remember that now. And yeah, no, it was really just nice. It was just a nice chill opening ceremony, just explaining. Jessica came on. Jessica was lovely. I have a lovely story about Jessica later. But yeah, what's it? So opening ceremony. I try to remember what we did after the opening ceremony.
I'm trying to remember as well. I know later on in the evening, you,
Rebecca,
Ryan, and Rebecca, and a few others kind of joined together, and we just had like a whole chat about back in the day of conventions when we started.
Yeah,
that went on for quite a bit.
Yeah, you. Before that we had Rebecca's panel.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had a panel.
Yeah.
I need to get a guide because I've completely forgotten.
She forgot all about Rebecca's wonderful panel, which you can now see on YouTube because it did unfortunately clash with the pub quiz.
That was it. I was at the pub quiz. That was it. Yeah. Sorry, you talk about the panel and then I'll talk about the pub quiz.
Yeah. The panel was fun.
It was.
it got deranged.
It did go in some weird directions. I mean, I don't think you're Geo bad. I've seen Geo do panels, and Geo really does like to go out. I didn't see Geo's panel.
We had some fun.
Yeah,
This panel was fun.
But yeah, it was interesting learning about VTubers again.
There was the one you ran at Minami, wasn't it?
Yeah, but with the added thing of alcohol.
Remember you telling me this? Alcohol is like, oh, I'm just going to slip it in my tippy cup or my drinky cup for the panel. I'm like, what are you going to have? And you said, oh, I don't know. I'll just decide on the day.
Yeah, I think that was a good panel.
Yeah, I
think I really liked how I did that panel, to be honest. I think the Kokorocon was fun to watch back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have seen it. It's very good.
Yes.
Yeah, I think...
It seems like you're more relaxed.
Yeah.
Minus the alcohol, but you know.
But I think that's...
But I'm glad all the feedback that I got was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what you want, really. If you get good feedback, you know you're doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you had the thing of being up probably against one of the A-tier events. I mean, all my time of running panels, I've never had to do that. So the fact that you're able to get any sort of audience and do really, really well.
Yeah,
you had quite a full room in the end. So in a way, it may have been a bit of a blessing if you had probably run up against more, I guess, not up against the pub quiz. Potentially would have probably had to turn people away. It does really suck when you have to do that. You literally have to be like, yo, go away.
Never had that.
I've had a few times. Yeah.
I did bung a tenner into the what's it?
Yeah.
Oh, the charity auction.
Yeah.
I made a donation as well, so it wasn't like the pub quiz. Yeah, it wasn't like the pub quiz missed out on a donation. So yeah, I mean, I think I gave a £14 donation online because I was like, hey, it's all for good cause. You've got to love you got to help the animals for the animal sanctuary, I believe. And it's just like, oh come on, gotta let all those animals have a good time. But yeah, it was a really fun panel. Actually, it was actually really fun to. Each one of those things I would say, panel running. The more you know about your subject matter, the more you can just go and have fun with it. And I guess to any panel runners out there, if anyone says, hey, you want to know like secret to any success, that's it. Just make sure you're talking about what you want and just have a damn good time with it, because people will soon figure out if you're just someone hired to talk about this and you don't know anything about it.
I did want to do an episode on panel running at some point, because I was talking to a few friends of mine about running panels.
Yeah.
They're very interested in running panels. It's like,
yeah,
I was encouraging them to run panels.
Yeah, that's actually a very good idea. Maybe we'll make that our next episode. The running, actually, that could be a good time to get Chris in, because Chris is very good at running panel. He'll probably have a load of really good suggestions for potential future panelists. And I actually think the future of local community anime conventions is going to be community run panels like this. This is the future of what I said. If we can build, I mean, MianiCon has already a really good like pool of people, and if you're saying if Kokorocon can start, and it is starting to get that, it's going to be a very strong convention for years to come.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
It's very exciting. It's very exciting from what I saw. Spoiler from what I saw so far. So we had a really lovely time at Rebecca's panel. As I said on YouTube, if you've not checked it out yet, it's the second VTuber panel, because we didn't want to put the first one up before because there was some content that it does share. And then we had our round table, me and Harriet and Ryan.
I should mention the quiz, because there was a few surprises in there.
Oh, I heard there was a cameo from a certain other podcast's wife.
I was honestly, because I had my back to the screen and I was writing the answers in our team.
Yeah.
So basically, Alex was saying, "Oh, there's these surprises." After every round, there was like a bonus question.
Yeah.
And then it was just like these random things that popped up. The first one, oh gosh, what was it? You're right. Sydney. Was one of the questions, and I legitimately just literally turned my head around. I was like, "Oh my god, the mad lad's got her!" But then realised afterwards, Alex, you. So
Alex knows them quite well. Actually, he told me he actually knows quite well.
I was just in awe. To be fair, there was also Wagner from X Factor.
He actually got him to do it.
The question was, what was the Ricky Martin song he first performed on X Factor? And I, as sad as I am, I knew the answer straight away. That was like the one I knew I was so confident in, and I got it right. And then I played it on the bongos afterwards.
Sounds
it was
mad.
Crazy.
Sounds like a mad.
It was crazy. It was. Who else did they have? Oh, they had Mike Pollock.
I heard about Mike Pollock.
Eggman.
Oh.
Yeah, so he asked a question and I completely fluffed up the answer, even though I'd been playing Sonic Fusion and completely forgot. Then they had a couple of people who did soundtracks for some of the animes. The names escape me now, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
And then the last one was Kermit the Frog.
Actually,
Yay.
Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping anyway. But
a very good sounding.
I mean, it was very sweet. Honestly, it really helped. I think, and the good thing was, like, during the music rounds, like, they played the songs in full, and everyone was having a good dance along, especially like to Zero to Hero from Hercules. The Rainbow Connection was another one. And then during each of the intervals, when we were swapping answers, for others to mark, they had quite a lot of good intervals that you could just sing and dance along to. The Can, Tequila, and just various other bits. I did record them, but I don't think I uploaded them.
That's okay.
Because it was just more of a case of in the moment sort of thing. There were some very tough questions, I will say. I mean, there were some when you got the answers afterwards. I was so mad because there was a Pokemon-related album. And the 3 answers, one after the other, were the same album. And I was like, you know, like when you put yourself, it's like, okay, I definitely know this is the second movie. The second one played, I'm like, is that the second movie? And then the third one was Westlife, and I was just like, I completely forgot that was
it's the second movie. Second movie is Westlife. It was the main thing. That
was it. And I think I legitimately had my phone in my hand and I just dropped it in anger. It's like, I had to be confident. Like, it's okay, it's fine. I was like, yeah, but I'm so mad. I used to listen to that album a lot when I was a child, like especially during my GCSEs. Then once that was done, I think people went for food. I can't remember what I did after food wise. It was only last week and I've completely forgotten.
There was so much food at Kokorocon, I've forgotten what I ate half the time.
I know.
God. Don't worry how you feel bad about like getting questions or messing up in like a quiz or a challenge. I got plenty of stories later. You get to hear about my penalty shootout. But that's later on. But yeah, we had that really cool round table. It was just kind of nice because it was you, me, and Ryan, and that's like we figured out.
Joined in as well.
Yeah,
but Keith joined in.
Keith and Alex showed up as well. But it was kind of nice because we were talking about like the start because we figured out when my journey started all them years ago that you were like the first 2 people I ran into, and it was kind of like, wow, all these years later, and the rest of that group doesn't exist anymore, and we shall never talk to them again because there were a lot of terrible, lots of terrible and people we just never ever want to think or talk about ever again. But it was really lovely. It was lovely when Keith and Alex came over, and it was nice. It was actually nice to catch up with both of them because they're 2 extremely busy men, and
well, Keith actually, this was like the first time in a long time he didn't have to do anything. So it was so nice to him to hang out with him a lot over the weekend and just chill with him. He had the best time. Honestly, it was just like. Other cons, he's either running the store or panels or presenting. So I think this time he had a really good time. Like,
no, it was lovely to see.
Just
chilling.
It was just great.
Chilling. So then we all went to the party. Did everyone go to the party? I think everyone was in there.
I did.
I ventured in. But I didn't go. I think I went back to my room and had I put air quotes, an early night.
Early night.
Because I knew that the next day I'd be very busy. So the next 2 days I'd be busy. But I kind of thought, no, I need to try and rest up because
I did the video game music party. I did it in my Genshin cosplay, my Pima Gem. It was a good time. How were the
lights?
Yeah, with the lights.
Oh heck yeah!
But I only got the video game music one because I think we started having a round table when the other one. How was the other parties afterwards, Rebecca?
The anime party was quite good. I think I ended up Naruto running at some point. It's like, do you know that Flow Naruto thing? Friends of mine said, "Hey, do you want a Naruto run?" Yeah!
Believe it.
As you do.
Naruto run round. They can Naruto run on a dance hall.
Oh, that's really cute. I said I went to bed because I wanted to get up early the next morning to go to the dealer's room.
Yay!
What did everyone think of the dealer's room?
Nice.
It was good, I think it was pretty much the same as what it was last year.
I mean, there was a few different artists.
Sorry? Yeah, there was a couple of different artists.
Yeah. The main stores there, Chinese Sushi and Otter.
Oh, I love Charm and Sushi.
Yeah,
I love Fraser and Lizzie.
Yeah, the Fraser and Lizzie are great. I got some Genshin figures off them.
Yeah, they sold out very quickly of them.
Yeah.
I bought Hololive stuff.
Oh.
I think I bought a Sailor Moon charm and I have it here in front of me.
Yeah.
It's like a little macaron plush, but it's a blue one. Yeah. It's really squishy. It's quite nice.
That's good. Yeah, it was...
But I usually help support them at other cons anyway. It's just I didn't have room to bring stuff back, so...
There are a lot of really good artists, I thought.
They had pirate stuff. I was happy. Sorry, I'm upset. If people don't know, I love art stuff. So they had like pirate stuff.
Yeah.
There, I'd already had it, but it was just I was glad it was there. I did buy a couple of bits that I hadn't got from Expo prior, Comic Con from before. But yeah, I was happy with stuff there, and the pin badges were really nice. Now I love wolves. And there was like actually I have it here. Hold on. There was an artist there called Pin and Tonic, which is a great name. And they sold so many like dogs and wolf pins. And when I bought them, they were like, "I see a theme here." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
But they were really nice.
I would say that looking around the artist alley, there were lots. I'd say all the artists had bought something different, so it felt like whatever your tickle is, there would be a stall for you.
Yep. Very much. Even
noticed one stall selling frogs.
Yep, I've got one of those frogs.
The second I saw it, I was like, I bet Rebecca will buy one. And then I went back in later on, and Rebecca was buying one. And I went, oh wow, I got that one right.
Oh, and behold, yeah.
So no, literally, she just finished buying it. She was like turning around and went, oh, you bought the frog. It looked like a good frog, so.
It sounded like you were disappointed if she didn't.
Yeah, I was like more, oh, I need to tell her. Oh, also the gaming room, which I think was actually open on Friday.
I didn't actually go into the gaming room this time. I didn't go to the trad room either. And I did promise Molly I would.
I felt
very sad I didn't.
I didn't go into the card room. Oh, I know, I went to the card room once, very briefly, with Chris Homer, which I just spent a load of time with at the convention. But I did go into the video game room, and guess what was back?
Pachinko.
The Pachinko machine. So I could go gambling. It wasn't Heart of Gaming running it. It was DDR UK doing it. But DDR UK do have a really lovely selection of games. Heart of Gaming did have some really cool Japanese arcade machines last year. But DDR still had some really good. And there was a load of really cool console setups. So that was actually nice to see. And I said the Pachinko machine. So yeah, no, it was really cool to see them guys again, especially shortly after MianiCon. But yeah, they had some. They said DDR. I'm trying to remember what other machines they had. They had a few other machines.
I know last year they had the Miku, the Project Eva, or Project Miku.
The Miku, that was last year. That was the other people who had.
Yeah.
They had the machine of Project Eva. And they had that other one. It's just a shame it didn't come back. But DDR UK were really cool. It was really nice to see them. So I'm just trying to think what Saturday. So what Saturday panels did people do?
I went to Ellie's plastic crack panel, which was about merchandising.
Oh, nice. How was it?
That was fun panel.
What was
talking about all the joys about lots of Attack on Titan merchandise and Gundam merchandise and Chainsaw Man merchandise and figures and stuff like that.
So Eddie was just talking about all the different merchandise there is for a franchise.
Yes, and all the cursed stuff you can get.
And there is a lot of cursed stuff. I don't need to see a panel to do that.
So was that in the smaller room or the bigger room?
Bigger room.
That's good, because that was the one problem that most things got put in the smaller room would actually fill out, and people wouldn't be able to get in.
Yeah, there was one panel which loads of people wanted to go in on a Sunday, but they couldn't.
Yeah, that was Phil's panel. what was it?
Yeah.
The
Nyeko Sugar Girls panel. Loads of people want to go into that one.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was quite a small room that was used. I went to my edition. I like going to this panel. It's Game Panic. Have you ever heard of this panel before?
I haven't, no.
It's called Game Panic. It is a essentially, think Games Master meets Games World. It's essentially the host. There's essentially you get a raffle ticket, and they essentially draw a ticket, and you have to play a retro video game, and you have to pick a number, and that number is a random challenge. From normally every episode or every panel has a different. So like the first one I saw was a Super Nintendo one, the second one was a Mega Drive one, and this one was a PlayStation one. So everything was like a PlayStation 1 game. So they'd like be different. You get like a challenge. So it'd be like, beat like Crash Bandicoot 1 first level in X amount of time to win. And if you win, you got points. And the idea is that at the end, the person with the most points would get would play in the final. Or if you lose, you get to go. Yeah.
I'm for the UCP, so
me and Chris, like, this is like the panel we like to go to because we're like big Games Master nerds, and we're like, yes, we love this. So every year we go, and every year we seem to fail, both of us miserably. Chris actually normally does better than I do, but I don't think either of us ever got. I think we've at least won one game each, so we've gotten points on the board. But this is great. So Chris had his challenge, he got drawn out, and he just lost, and it was like a Japanese game with like. He just lost, and even like the host was like, actually, I'm really impressed. You were so near. You'd have like won probably the entire thing if you thingied. So guess what? Someone drew a football challenge, and it was International Superstar.
It was you.
2000. It wasn't. So it turned out they needed a second player, and I'm like, yes, I love this. I love the earlier one. And guess whose number got drawn to like be player 2? It was me.
It was you.
So the other guy was just like, I don't know like anything about football. I'm just going to pick England. I went, wait, I know what to do. This game's surely going to figure stuff out. So I go and pick Germany. Because I might as well. So it was like around, I think, the 2000s. So it was like, he almost put like David Beckham as the first penalty taker. And I'm like, no, this is like before David Beckham was really good. Make sure Alan Shearer takes your first penalty because he's like a legendary penalty taker. So we're taking them, and literally because I was like, wait, this is the ISS I played as a kid. This one's slightly different. So I managed to figure out how to shoot into the corner. But he also figured out how to shoot into the corner. And then, I don't know, I must have just pressed something wrong. The keeper went the right way, and he saved one of my penalties. And of course, the next penalty was like the decider penalty. And I was like, oh no, I'm going to go out. And then, of course, he scored it. Everybody was singing football's coming home. And I embarrassed myself for another year. At Game Panic. Christopher Homer found it so damn hilarious. Just ask him about go, Christopher, tell us all about Timothy and his penalty shoot. And he will surely tell how arrogant and cocky I got and the bit I picked the church. Maybe I just subconsciously.
You are arrogant and cocky, Tim.
I know. And it was pretty funny. Even I will admit that. Yeah, unfortunately, the talent show got filled up before I could get in. So, did anyone see the talent show?
Yes. But before that was Pointless Kokorocon.
Oh, I went to that as well. Yes,
that was very good.
I enjoyed that a lot. Eddie was helping as well. And he did a lot of
and he was the Richard Osman of the group.
Yeah.
I was there because I took photos of it.
I got the video
to support Keith and Ian as well, because they were both on there. Because the rest were like Alex's friends, I think.
Yeah. No, Alex said, I'm like getting my friends and stuff to do it. And I was like...
I mean, if he does it next time, I'd happily join in, because I thought that was great. And it was like the show. Yeah. No offense to the person who runs it at Minami-Con, because that's well run.
No, both of them, both the pointless ones are really good. Yeah.
Both of them are good, but I think because I know Alex said he did take a lot of time in regards to setting up the graphics and whatnot, which was very well done. But yeah, that was very good to watch. Very tough questions.
Yeah. No, me and Chris were playing along at the back. I think we kind of enjoyed that because we're normally like, if we're competing, we just get really competitive. I'm normally competitive with each other.
The music one.
Yeah.
I was watching them all at the front and all their confused faces. Yeah. Like, oh my God. And then when DuckTales came on, it took me a few minutes to realize this is the moon level. And I could see people just going, I know this. Where is it from?
Yeah, Chris got the hardest one in that one, Super Mario Land. I got it as well. But Chris was just really proud of it. He was like, I got Super Mario Land.
I got Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
I was happy with that.
No, Super Mario Land was like the most obscure one. He was like, I got Super Mario Land. Oh, yes, and we also had the catchphrase. That was amazing. There was some technical faults. There was unfortunately very there was some technical faults.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube, not by us. Someone out. They actually went out and filmed it themselves. Yeah, it was actually really, really good. You've not seen it yet. I just really strongly recommended it. I actually found out next day because I was actually talking to one of the contestants because we were in the same quiz team the next day, and he literally said the host he wrote that entire program because I was like, oh, it must be some open source like catchphrase program that he used. Like, no, he wrote he's like not someone who writes code or anything. He just like, I wanted to do a catchphrase at this anime convention. He like did all the animations and stuff. Like, I was like, wow, there's so much work. Like, it looked so professional. So unfortunately, there was some tech faults, but once the tech faults were out of the way, it was a really good watch. Me and Chris were sitting there again, like I guess backdoor gaming again. We were like answering, like I got one because they did actually answer it out of the question. I got there was a certain magical index. That was the one nobody could get, and I was like, I know this one. I know. I'm pretty sure that's a certain magical index they're referring to. But yeah, it was a really, really well put together.
It was good. I really enjoyed it because I watch Pointless virtually. I have no choice. I have to watch Pointless every night when I get home because my dad watches it all the time. It's that over the chase.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Alex has said there will be teething difficulties because obviously it's first time running it. But obviously, I thought it was well done. Honestly, I think it was commendable. So I hope they do bring that back next time.
Both of them, I'd really like to see both.
Yeah, and the catchphrase as well,
Catchphrase as well.
I didn't go to many panels over the 2 days or the 3 days. So.
No, it was fun just chilling and like me and Chris just get way too competitive if we're actually in the quiz. So it was like, we can just sit there.
We will get to that because there is a part 2 to this.
Yeah. Oh god. The Tim Chris derby got very heated. God. Very heated. But we'll get to that. We're getting near to it.
Yeah. See, you said the talent contest, so I did watch it.
Yeah.
I was supposed to take photos for it, but ended up kind of sitting near the back with friends.
Oh, that's good.
And luckily we had, because the good thing about this year is they had TVs at the sides.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which was brilliant. So like if you couldn't see, you had the TVs, and we were literally smack bang in front of a TV, so we were able to see everything. And I must commend the video operators this year, because I know they did film a lot of the stuff, but the way that they done it was really well done, I have to say. So kudos to them for that. So luckily we were able to see all of it. So the majority of the acts involved were singers, which is not a bad thing, but it was just like there wasn't else apart from, I think there was a couple of dancers.
Yeah.
There was like a burlesque kind of act as well, which was to do with Panty and Stocking, but it was the evil version.
Oh, yes.
Daddy and Knee Socks?
Daddy and Knee Socks,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. That's the one. I don't know which. I think it was Knee Socks. So that was very good. And I think the winner was Josh, who's a friend of mine. And the performance of What's This? From Nightmare Before Christmas, but in the style of conventions. It was really well done. I'm not sure if it's on YouTube or not, but if it is, honestly, go out and
seen it. That's what I'm looking for. It's like all the stuff, like most of the stuff that's coming out at the moment is from us. So it was nice to see. It's like, oh, wow, that's good. I'm sure other people.
Why not?
I think other people have filmed stuff, and it will be in due course. And I kind of made a point of this week to. That's why Timothy in Japan has been delayed a couple of times, is because I wanted to make sure that all the MianiCon stuff and all the Kokorocon stuff got out within some.
To be fair, I haven't even touched. I've kind of started on some of my photos for Kokoro because it's mainly the opening. Pointless and the masquerade and the small shoots as well with friends on the Friday. That was it. I did a shoot with 2 of my friends on Friday night as well, and then that's when I started talking to you after.
Talking about the cosplay, I must say your Penny and Ian's Inspector Gadget were really good.
Oh, thank you. That was something that Ian was Inspector Gadget at Minami.
Yeah.
And when he said he wanted to get a group, I was like, can I please join you as Penny?
Yeah. And
he was like, yeah, that would be cool. So I was just like, well, when are you wearing Gadget again? He said, Kokoro. I was like, okay, I think I should be able to have it done by then. Because it's literally just altering a couple of tops and trousers. Though I've done that, and I literally cut the wig like the night before, especially the pigtails. Yeah. And it was literally a one shot. That was it. But that was fun. I will admit, because I don't think people recognized me. Yeah. On my own, unless you had seen the cartoon.
Inspector Gadget, when you see him,
exactly.
Yeah, it's one of those good duo cosplays. And
it is. It's a shame we didn't have a brain, but hopefully in the future. I'm very proud of the computer book I made. I made it like in a few hours, and I'm very happy with that. Yeah. So I think when people were getting photos of us and they were saying, "Oh, would you like can we have a photo with you?" And then suddenly I think, "Do you want Penny as well?" And then they saw me and like, "Oh my god!" Yeah. But that was the only cosplay I did over the weekend, and it's comfortable. I'm getting too old in the tooth in regards to. Yeah. Doing big full-on cosplays. So the only thing that really bothered me was the wig. Apart from that, it was very comfortable clothing to wear for the day, like with the shirt, the trousers, and the shoes. Because comfortable footwear is a thing for cosplay. Yeah. Honestly, if you have bad feet, don't worry about shoes. Yeah. That's my.
No one cares.
No one cares. No, as long as you're comfortable, because you don't want to suffer, believe me. You don't want to finish at the end of the day like, I can't walk. Yeah. As we go far enough as it is. But yeah, that was fun. So I was dressed as Penny all day. Cool. And we did get a few photos done together, which was cool. I know my friend William got some, he was like set up in the corner of like the bar area. And he got some amazing shots of so many cosplayers, but I think he's gonna take time in regards to uploading them. But from what I saw, they were great, and they looked really good.
I've got some done of my maid girl.
Oh yeah,
your maid girl looked really, really good. I thought.
I thought I looked a bit frumpy, but other than that, it looks quite nice.
Yeah, I
think it looked great. I mean, I was terrified of wearing Penny because I've lost weight recently, but I still think that I am big. So I was kind of worried. Well, I don't usually wear colours like this. I don't wear bright pink and I don't wear bright green. So
Penny does have a bit.
Like when I showed the photo, like literally the brightest colours I could think of to wear. But then when I showed photos like to my mum and my friends, are like, "No, you look great. It shows what you're doing," and it was just like, "Oh, thank God." So I totally feel your pain in regards to like, do I look good in this? But at this point in my life, it's just like, as long as I'm enjoying cosplaying, if people want to judge me, that's on them. You know, I do this for me. I do this because I want to join friends, and I rarely do cosplays in groups or in duos. It's very rare, unless it's like something I want to do or passionate about. And like that cartoon was like, I loved it when I was a child. So
I think a lot of people love that cartoon. And it was actually produced by a Japanese studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, so technically could be considered anime, or
actually, we weren't talking about this on the Discord call this morning in regards to, was it the same people who made other cartoons, and it went into a whole discussion of other stuff. It's like, no, it's not. But that was fun. But I don't miss that wig at all. I have got it still because I probably will be wearing it again in the future. But no, that was fun. Hopefully in the future, if it happens again, we'll have a bigger group. Nice. Hopefully. Nice. I don't know when, but it will happen.
I had a lot of cosplay. I did the opposite. I did so many cosplays. I did Scooby-Doo. I did my Primo Gem. Did my new Yago costume, which I'm taking to MCM with me, I'm hoping. And I did one other. Oh, I did. And we're at the ball now. I got a top hat and put it onto my Among Us cosplay. So it was the ball. It was ball night, and
so this was after the talent show, because what they do is it's swapped around. So the talent contest is usually on a Sunday, and Masquerade is on a Saturday, and the ball is on a Sunday, but instead it was on a Saturday. Actually, I didn't mind the ball being on a Saturday.
No, I didn't mind. I thought it was actually a good idea.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
sometimes people have to leave early on Sundays, so that's why it makes a lot of sense. So
no, that's fair. I mean, I totally understand. And so basically, I think everyone kind of, after the talent contest kind of scattered, I think I went back to my room and had food. That's when I ordered McDonald's. Don't judge me, because it was the quickest thing I could eat, and I know it wouldn't make me sick because sensitive stomach and all that. Then quickly got changed to the ball. I brought my stuff to a friend's room because Rock Night was later, and I wanted to get changed. I didn't want to walk back to the room, but the ball was really nice, and I will say this, Tim. So many people, every time I walk by, it's like, is that Among Us wearing a top hat? That's incredible.
I sadly didn't get the bow tie. I should have got the bow tie made. I would just completed it.
I will make one for you.
He still got a hat on him. It was so cute. I mean, everyone just applauded me when I came in. And even at the start of the ball, they're like, hey, you can dance with each other, the Among Us cosplayers. I'm sure he's okay with that.
I mean, I think there was one bit where you were like just bopping up and down, and the hat was just bopping up and down at the same time. It was really
I'm so cute in that costume. My little legs. It's like when I see other people wearing the costume, and I'm just like, I just look at the little legs. I like them. I just like how pudgy they are.
I think the majority of people, I think it was 50-50 in regards to half cosplay and half, slightly cosplay, and other half just normal. I went normal because last time I wore a wig at the Kita Ball, and oh boy, that was boiling because it was my giant Danny wig. Which I don't use anymore. But this time I just went natural. I think the majority of people that I knew went natural, bar yourself. But I did dance with you as well. That was interesting.
That was really funny. But I did miss one of the panels. I did want to see go into that. Did you catch it, Rebecca?
Yes, the Barnacle panel was great.
What happened in the Barnacle panel? Gio just has some mad.
It was very informative.
Oh, was it? Did you actually stay on subject this time?
Yes.
Did you learn about Bionicles?
Yes, we learned loads about Bionicles.
That's really good. Yeah, there was a Bionicles panel. Just I went to one Geo's panel and it was just like off the wall. I do love Geo.
It was still off the wall, but still off the wall. But we did learn a lot.
Yeah. No, it's just interesting. Like how it's actually weird. Loads of people like Bionicles. I think I was a bit too old for it when it came out, so.
My brother has the Bionicles.
I vaguely remember Bionicles. I think I had a couple.
Yeah, I see a lot of the cart boot. Like it's always the thing you'll find at the cart boot. You'll find the.
They're the ones in the tubes, weren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They come in the little. They come in the.
Apparently the tube thing is law.
Yeah, it's like very lore heavy.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's weird. It's what you're into, I guess. It's good things. And after the ball, I was so tired. I literally went to my room and died.
I'm not surprised. I mean, the amount of people also who asked me, "Is he okay in there?" Like it's.
I wasn't. You can now officially tell him he wasn't. He died. He went home and he went back to his room and died.
You missed the Mikus.
I met the Mikus, Rebecca. I met the Mikus. They were in the ball at one point, and they scouted me out. And I'm no joke. Next year, as it stands, they're doing it again, and I've offered to do Among Us Miku.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
So is now going to be an Among Us Miku in that Miku group. We should all join the Miku group. We're all joining the Miku group next year. It's law.
I mean, I did chat to someone who was Magaluf Miku, because I was asking, like, what's the group about? And then he said to me, oh, it's a drag race thing. It's like a night of 1,000 Mikus. Like, that's the thing that happened Drag Race, a night of 1,000 such and such. And I was like, you know what? I commend you. I think that's amazing. I saw the photos afterwards, and honestly, 10 out of 10. Amazing.
We had Greg's Miku, McDonald's Miku,
KFC Miku,
KFC Miku, Germa Miku.
Of course.
I think next year, Rebecca, if you're looking for an idea, you should do Gura Miku.
I'm already thinking about it.
Yeah, you should do it. You just need a Miku wig. You literally. That's similar enough. That actually would work pretty well.
Yeah.
Join us.
If you know your Hololive lore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guru does like Miku a lot.
Yeah.
Well, there you are. It's made for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I went to the secret panel.
Oh, I was going to say I was at the rock party. Now, I don't usually stay for parties. I'm one of these people. I go to my room, but this time I was just like, you know what? I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to enjoy it, and I did. I mean, I knew of half the songs because rock isn't my thing at the time, but I'm now getting into it now. Yeah. So still learning. Don't judge me. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Catholic parents. Getting into it now. But no, it was great. It was just cool to like party with everyone. Yeah. And then pretty much, I think afterwards, I was walked back to my room. I was told, don't go up on your own. I was like, okay, I'll ask someone to help me up to walk me back to the hotel, make sure I'm safe. And also for me, because WrestleMania was that weekend. Did you want to I stayed up and watched a bit of it on Saturday and stayed up to watch the whole of it Sunday because I couldn't sleep. But I'm regretting that now still. But yeah, I didn't stay for the secret panel. I did get some stuff the next day.
Tell us all about the secret panel.
It was amazing. I can't look at X the same way again.
Oh God!
I will say this: I am definitely older than 18 mentally, maybe not. Yeah. I don't go for the tie wearing hen panels anymore because
I wanted to, but I died.
See one, you see it all. I don't mean that horribly. It's just more like it's not my thing. But I've been to a few in the past. But and some things are scarring. So
I think some people can't look at Bluey the same way again after this panel.
I heard Bluey. I heard Biscuits as well.
Yep. Eggs, urinites.
Oh, jeez, no.
Yes.
Oh, no. I love that anime.
Me too.
That's not one of the few animes I could actually enjoy. Oh, dear.
So it was good.
Yes.
So you can verify
it was good.
It was good.
I mean, it shows that if if you're talking about it the next day, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good hentai panel.
I was told it was going to be DIY, and we were all going to talk afterwards about our Christian feelings and our Christian values.
Well, no.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
I had that at work once where one of my co-workers, who's like a passionate Christian, and she was like, I said, I'll go to convention, and she thought it was some sort of Christian event. And I go, yes, we all sit around and we pray and stuff, and I don't explain it. And then I was like to everyone at Mianicon, I was like, yo, there's a possibility one of my co-workers will come in. So when I give the signal, if she comes in, we're all going to start singing, onward Christian soldiers, marching on to war. Oh,
oh my God, I've got my head in my hands. Oh God.
So yeah, if you ever get the signal, we're all going to have to start singing onward Christian soldiers. But yeah, it's well, thank God.
Imagine if they walked into the hentai panel. Oh dear God.
No.
They would need Jesus.
They would need Jesus. So now we're on to Sunday. I didn't miss anything from Saturday. So you say someone say if I missed anything from Saturday.
Sunday was like the first day I felt tired at a con. I think everyone was.
Yeah.
But obviously Sunday, because I usually, like I said, I go to bed early-ish. Like I don't rock out to the party. Put it this way, my Fitbit completely loved me from all the dancing I did over those 2 days. Because it was just literally, you're doing good, keep up the good pace. So obviously very tired by the end of Saturday night.
I barely got any sleep at this convention.
I didn't sleep much Saturday or Sunday. I did sleep Thursday and Friday, so better than nothing.
I actually got a lot of sleep because I'm an old man and died. So that's kind of what you do when you die.
I don't sleep great.
Sleep.
So.
Yeah, I was trying. I was in my room and I was literally trying to get energy back up. I was near it got to.
I was watching. I went to a couple of panels on Sunday. I did go to. I went to Brian's panel on Sunday.
Oh,
they did a good job.
Did they do the maid one?
I couldn't. Yeah, I really wanted to go to that, but I couldn't because I was in Quiz Smash.
Yeah, it was in the cosplay contest.
For their first time, they did a really good panel. They had a lot going on. They did really good. I'd like to do more in the future.
I'm really glad because if anything, if it's to do with Make Cafes, Ryan is the right person.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they have been so many in Japan.
Yes.
Yeah.
I went to the it wasn't called Name That Tune. It was the music quiz that was mostly Name That Tune themed, but they actually had non-anime rounds, like not just video games. They had like movie rounds and stuff. So I ended up getting put with the team because everybody was asleep still when it was on. It was like on at 10:30. And I got put with actually someone I come across a few. I think actually some people I come across a few times. But yeah, it was just like we got put in a group together, and it turned out we all just knew a ton about anime music. So we essentially special ops Name That Tune. We actually managed to win the entire thing, which was really great for essentially a group of people. Only 4 of us, and there was a lot of teams that were a lot bigger. Were able to. I got a lot of right on the music on the movie rounds. They were really impressed. They were like, "Oh man, you were like our movie guy." And I went, "No, I know those about anime as well. I got some of the anime ones right." But it was like one of them. I think we won by 3 points in the end. It was very close, but there was a lot of. But it was like interesting. Like the other team we marked, they practically got all the movie questions right, but they are like non-anime ones. When you got the anime ones, they probably didn't have like as a right. But it was still a lot of fun, and I think it was actually a good. I've been to a lot of Name That Tunes. It actually did it was nice to spice it up a bit because I think sometimes just all the anime nerds just dominate it. It was kind of a nice spanner in the works. It kind of gave, it did kind of level the playing field quite a bit. I felt like if you really didn't know your movies, you really would have struggled. It's just lucky that I just knew I knew a lot of movie music. And a few that we guessed on, we just got lucky on. Like, I think there was a Lord of the Rings. That was one of them was a Lord of the Rings one. and it wasn't the main theme, and I really haven't seen Lord of the Rings. So I was like, we need Rebecca there. She would have got that one because she loves Lord of the Rings. But yeah, but they even had they had the funniest one. They had a round where every song was from the Squeaky Chicken.
Chicken Sound.
Yeah, Chicken Sound. They had an entire Chicken Sound round, and one of them was Godzilla. And I was just like, I know this, I know my like Iskio Token, or not. Godzilla's not Iskio, I know my Tokunatsu series, or my Tokunatsu movies. It's like, yes. So, and even the person was like, you get this one, I love you so much. Like, yes, Godzilla. So yeah, that was like a really nice experience.
I know the Quizney, the Disney quiz was there as well. Quizney. But I didn't go to that, sadly. A lot of my friends did go to that. It was fully packed out as well, which is good.
No, even Name That Tune, they had another name for it. I could have called it Name That Tune, but the hosts were really good. I must say, if you are listening, you actually put you put on a way better Name That Tune than that time I did it at Bahanakos. It was really well done. It was really well organised. And for 10:30 in the morning, practically a full rooms and lots of teams. So it was a lot of fun. So if you are there... yes, I did really enjoy that quiz. It was a really good time. It was like the one quiz where I didn't horrifically fail or humiliate myself. Because we still got that story later today.
Oh, God.
So I'm just trying to think. I think, was there any other...
So there was Quiz Smash that I was in.
Oh, we have to talk about Quiz Smash now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about my failure.
I had some redeeming to do after Minami.
So Quiz Smash Harriets.
Yes. So, as people know, I do take part in virtually all the episodes, at the cons and online as well.
Yeah.
And I enjoy taking part, and I have grown to really kind of get competitive.
Yeah.
I've learned.
Oh no, we all get competitive at Quiz Smash. Some of us have, rivalries. So it was started in...
I think somewhat embroiled into this rivalry now.
Yeah, so Kokorocon, last year in Kokorocon, it's actually the second time I was in Quiz Smash. And so Quiz Smash is essentially you're on your phone. Essentially you all play along together. So it's like a single player quiz, really. So you're each in it for your own. Yeah. And last...
So yeah. So it's basically Ian runs. He runs it. It's his baby, which it's a great thing. And it is pretty much he runs panels. You go online, you register, name, an emoji and stuff like that. Yeah. And then you just take part, and then you just play along on your phone. Yeah, very much that. With the con one, it's that online. It's very much whatever slide comes up next, that's what you go on. So it's very much the same. It's just we don't use our mobiles on the stream, but in this we do, which I think is great. I think it's a great way of playing it.
No, it's really, I like how it's done. So at Kokorocon,
and it was the most I think he had.
Oh yeah, so 100.
It broke over 100, which was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good. It was a really good atmosphere.
Yeah.
It was like...
But go on.
Me and Chris Homer have a rivalry. Because at Kokorocon, I was doing really well. I didn't even notice Chris Homer was in the room. And just the last round, I just absolutely failed. I think I was about 5th. Ended up in about 20th. And Chris Homer just came from nowhere. And it was like, I remember seeing it. It was like his name just shot up. And I'm like, wait, Chris Homer's in here. And he just comes up and he just wins the entire thing. And it was really traumatizing and sad. And the guts being played very, very loudly. And very, very.
So the idea is, the idea is that the audience can play along as well. So it's split. So we have the audience who play for a prize, for a trophy, and bits and prizes like sweets or vouchers or whatever is available at the time. And there's 4 of us, so it's usually me and Keith anyway. Involved, and I think Froggy and Sam, who I'd never met before until prior to that time. And so we have our own thing going on, and then there's the audience. So it's kind of like I found it funny hearing about you and Chris because I didn't know about this until
so me and Chris will have some rivalry, and it comes to Christmas. And it's like Miyani Con. He was like, "Oh, come on!" But we end up in the IKEA adventure that I don't regret, and there we are. It was great, and then we had we started, and I was winning. It was great. It was amazing. Chris was behind me. I wasn't like winning, the entire thing, but I was like, hey, there's more than 100 people in here. Like, there's probably way smarter people, but the main thing is I am beating Christopher Homer. And then it got to the end, and I was like, well, I'm surely still winning because, And of course, the scores came up, and Christopher Homer had taken the lead. Meaning that I had lost. I had lost for a second time. Yet again.
Oh no!
And then the sky got very, very rainy and gloomy. And then
you were indoors.
I know. And then the Guts theme came on very loud, and stuff. And then I was like, no, I lost again. And Christopher Homer was very happy that he'd won again.
I will say this. I even said to Chris, like, there was a spare seat, like he should have joined the audience. Then he would have beaten me.
Yeah.
He did beat me in
20th
the total tier.
Yeah.
It's like we were just all talking amongst ourselves, like, oh my god, the people taking part are so good. Like, I think I was 21 and Chris was 20.
I was 27th in the end. So I felt.
Yeah, I mean, it was a case of even 20. I was just like, holy moly, there are a lot of smart people here in the room, or people who were much faster than me, because I did hesitate on a few answers. Yeah,
no, literally, you have to just get lucky on the bounce if you get the really hard question.
Very much.
But it's a really good panel and a lot of fun. And if it's on at your local anime convention, we strongly recommend you go and see it because it is a damn good time. And one of the best panels.
It's very well run. I don't know when it will be run next. That's depending on Ian more than anything. So I don't know when it's going to be next. But honestly, if you want to come along and join in and play, it's great fun. So there was a new round that was introduced at Minami, which was the ones that you type in your own answers.
Yes, we had some entertaining. Answers.
Oh my god! So like, all of us, we were just like, I was killing myself laughing. The answers was just so good, and then it was just down to whether they were acceptable or not.
There were lots of like.
In the end, even between the four of us, we were putting in our own answers if we didn't know.
Yeah. I put some out there answers.
Great.
I had a really funny one, but I didn't read it out. It was about the time me and Keith went to France together. But he skipped it. I went, no, you need to read the time me and Keith went to France together. And he wouldn't let me go and meet the creator of Gundam because he was doing business stuff. And
it was very well done. I'm so glad that was brought back because honestly, for the amount of people who are hungover, two, very tired, and three, want to be very funny, and believe me, there were a lot of people in there. It was just so good.
Someone put the B movie.
I'm hoping that's brought back again.
Someone put the script to the B movie. One of their answers.
There were so many good ones. Honestly, it was just so good. But and then I redeemed myself after Minami, and I won.
Yeah.
So I'm happy because Minami, I was honestly annoyed I didn't win, but I think it was just more. I was happy in the fact that I did well. I came second between the four of us. I was like half asleep at the time. I wasn't well that day either, so my brain wasn't great. But I made sure to be like, right, okay, eat food. Oh, that was it. The Masquerade was before Quiz Smash.
Oh, the Masquerade was really good. There was lots of good cosplays.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was about 30 odd entries of that.
Yeah, quite a lot. It's been really wonderful. We got that on the channel. So guys, if you want to see it, it's the cosplay catwalk. It was a friendly cosplay contest, and it was really.
That's the one thing I enjoy about that is the fact that you're not pressured to end. You just do it for fun.
Yeah.
And you get like a little. I saw what they got afterwards. They got like the little cat bell laser charms. I think Molly must have made them.
Yeah,
it was like in the shape of a cat bell, and it had Masquerade, Kokorocon Masquerade 2023 engraved on it, which was really nice because I saw Sarah's afterwards. So she put it on her badge. It looked really nice. So people who took part, really good.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to have the photos up on my photography page this week. I'll put them on Twitter. Yeah, if people want to have a look. Unfortunately, there is one thing I do have not beef with, but in regards to lighting.
Oh yes.
I know they're still learning, but I would like if they had lighting from the sides or like on, like the towards them.
I very famously said last year, it's too blue, the lighting. Alex actually kind of one point, he's like, yeah, he came over, well, it's now blue and purple, I hope you're happy now. I'm like, I don't know what
It was really nice.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think a majority of my photos, some of them did come out a bit blurred, which is a shame.
Yeah.
I will try my best to fix them.
Yeah.
But overall, much better than last year.
Yeah. It wasn't too blue.
Slowly
Kokorocon is now not too blue, it's too blue and purple.
It's too purplish, yeah.
No, right, I will have a little. We will have a little section at the end just to say like what we feel the convention will improve on. So don't worry, people. We will get our chances to make our two blue comments. And Alex will hear them, and he will repeat them, and he'll say, "You do know how hard I work on this convention. You come along and make comments."
Oh no! I know how hard it is to get. Honestly, I know how hard. I mean, I've learned from other people how difficult it is to run the con. So don't get me wrong. I think it's just we'll talk about it after. But
we'll get on.
Bro,
we had the cosplay, and then we had the closing ceremony where we had the auction. Yay!
Oh, that was fun. That's where most of my money went for the weekend.
That way, I was gonna get most of my money spent, but I got outbidded on the item I wanted. Which was good in
I think it's probably for the best. I mean, I had a feeling it would go for that price anyway.
Oh no, I knew it was going to go for a lot. There was a trash taste like signed like photo frame. It was really nice. I kind of wanted it because I'm working on a little set for this. And I thought that'd be really nice to have in the background. And
don't we already have trash taste signatures?
We do, but we would have Gantz as well. And
I even said that to Tim. I said that to Tim. I said I might bid for it, and he said, "Oh, I'm going to bid for it." And I said, "But you've met them. I didn't meet all of them."
I was saying, and it was. I knew. I was like, about 100 was going to be my limit, and even though I was like, realistically, it's going to go for over 100. And literally within seconds of it going up, it was like, I think it was like straight away 50. Someone was like 50, and then someone was just like 100, and I was like, you know what?
Nope.
110. I thought that's surely going to like win the day. And within seconds, I think it was the Amicon chairman had already bidded 150. So it was one of them. It went for 200 in the end. So that's actually really good. So well done, boys. If you're watching, I really doubt you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
I think they see our channel like, oh god, not this guy again. They just like to see me. Wasn't being trash tasting being really cringy because I'm watching back the thing, and there's a bit where Moni's like, "Hey, you can come up and smell it," and I'm just like sitting there going, "Yeah, I can verify what they smell like," and I'm like, "Tim, why are you so cringy when it comes?" It's like the second trash chaser involved, I just turned into like massive cringe monster, and it's just like maybe I should just live with the cringe.
I nearly did bid for the badges and the shirt and the goodie bag. Yeah. And even Molly was just like, Harriet, there's cats on them. And I'm like, oh, Molly, please don't. I did end up buying. So there was quality shirts available. There was like 6 available.
Yeah.
And it did go up to 70. And then I think Alex said, why don't you split it? Because there's 6 shirts.
Yeah.
It would make sense. And and it was a good idea. So me and this other guy, We split the shirt, so I ended up getting, because it was like a Fox design, and he was like, I want that, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine, that's cool. I want the My Hero Academia one. So I got that, a Demon Slayer one, and like a Japanese ink style, but in like rural Japan, like old school Japan.
That's really cool.
That was really sweet. So I'm happy I got those. I think I paid 35 in total, as well as entering the pub quiz, because that's how you could enter, was if you donated like £4 or more. So that was good. There was other stuff as well. There was board games. There was.
Don't forget the amazing board game. The Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, the best tabletop board game ever made.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
That was funny.
What else was there? There was DVDs from all the anime.
Plushes, Pokemon plushes.
There was plushies. There was a pigeon plushie. There was also stuff signed by
Jessica. Jessica's wonderful.
And also there was like a figure stand, like a little tiny collectible figure Molly had painted.
Yeah, Molly had painted, done a 3D of what's his name from Chainsaw? What's the name of the little Rebecca?
The
Vegeta.
Vegeta, that's it. Vegeta. Sorry, I'm getting my character names. And I did almost bid on that. I did almost bid on
that. And they did raise the amount. They got over the 2,500, which was great. I think they got 2,700 in the end, which was good. So really good.
So all the animals can now go and have a nice time in the little.
Yay!
And then we had the closing party, and
that rave was amazing.
I didn't do the rave. I thought, oh no, I did. I went in for the first half, and everyone.
I got a selfie with you.
That's what I mean. I joined it for some of it, but then I kind of contributed afterwards to the main party afterwards. But one of my friends, Froggy, was handing out stickers. And just like, hello, my name is such and such, and he put. What did he put? Mine? Hold on, I have it here. Here we go. Wholesome way. I think that was his way of just saying wholesome, which was really sweet. I did end up getting because those people had like glowy stuff. I just ended up with like a glow stick on my arm.
Nice.
It was something.
Yeah, the rave was really good. I took Among Us back out again. It was fun doing that.
You did.
And then I died again and went back. So I didn't quite
you
last.
Went to your room.
I didn't quite last to the end of the convention, unfortunately. But I'm sure
I did.
I kind of did. I think I was like chilling with some friends on my iPad. I didn't find the music in the final bit that good. Where's the Macarena? Where is the Macarena?
I mean, there was some good songs. I mean, they did have a Disney set list at some point.
I did like the Disney. I did the Disney set list was really good. They had all the good.
I'm sad I missed that.
I'm a Disney weeb. You may be aware of this. I'm a Disney. Oh, she knows shit. That episode. I swore in my own podcast. I did monetize my own podcast.
I'm the swearing one.
You're like nearly 2 hours. You're fine.
I said that episode of Timothy in Japan is not out yet. It has started being edited, but it's just a lot of cringe Disney stuff you're gonna get to see in that one.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's very cringy. Don't worry. It's like you want to see me go full cringe.
Cringe.
So that was Kokoro. That was the events that we know. Kokoro. I would say Jessica was a wonderful guest. I did give her a keychain of one of the characters she voiced in, like, I think she said it was like her favorite character she ever voiced, but there wasn't much merchandise made of it, and I happened to come across a keychain of it in Japan, like an official one, and I gave it to her, and she was like really thrilled, and she was like, oh, thank you so much, Tim. And I was just like, hey, it literally was like, I think it was after we were filming at the JoJo bar. That's the next episode of Timothy in Japan, by the way, bringing that round full circle. And it was just really nice that I think we went to a book off. Me and Michael went to a book off, and it's like open at 11 o'clock. That's what Ikebukuro for you. It's like open at 11 o'clock at night, and we just found this keychain. It was kind of nice. I bought it back all the way back, and it was just nice to be able to give it to someone who I knew it would mean a lot to. So, and that was the end.
And they do appreciate that as well.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's because didn't she even say to you, because you told me about this, like she didn't even get stuff.
Oh, yes. Even though she voices, she voices the character, and she like the stuff she's got is like, you know, fan-made stuff. It's like, there just wasn't much merchandise of this one show. And yeah, no, it just meant a lot to her. And she's like, I'm gonna like frame it. She's like, I'm not gonna put it on my keys or anything. I'm literally gonna like put it in something and just have it like.
That's good.
That's good. No, she was wonderful. It was nice seeing her. I didn't get to her panel, unfortunately, but I heard it was good. It was nice having her again. And
I think it was after the talent contest or the masquerade for the over.
Yeah.
But at that point, it was a case of I need to get food because I was very good this time.
Yeah.
I made sure I ate because the bar food was actually pretty good. I mean, it was good last year as well.
Yeah.
They I think it's pretty much the same as before. So I made sure, like, in between panels, because I didn't stay on site this time. And I didn't want to go back and forth to my room unless necessary needed. So I carried all my stuff with me pretty much majority of the day. But I made sure to eat at the bar, like, before the main stuff. So, like, before the talent contest, before the quiz smash, and then in the evening. And, you know, picked up some supplies to eat in my room.
I didn't eat in the bar, but
you should. I mean, it was good food. I kind of had pizza. I mean, I'm technically still on like trying to cut out food, but I took a dip that weekend, and I was just like, you know what?
Yeah.
Don't pick up too much, but enough that you'll be fine. So I just had like a couple of pizzas and a panini and stuff like that, and ate with friends. Like most of the time when I was there, because on the Sunday I had food before I went back to with friends before I went back to my room and changed for the party. It was just freshen up, change it. You came back, because
we went to
Bunk. Yeah,
that was it. Yeah.
I thought Bunk was really good. I went there twice. Christopher showed me on the Saturday night. We went down with a few other people, and they have some really interesting items. They have that KFC burger that KFC refuses to do again.
I had potato sliders.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
They have the best mozzarella sticks ever. The mozzarella sticks are like... And the curly fries.
Last year with friends, like the pre-con, but we went into the one that was in the town, like... Because I think we were going to eat at the Pit and Pendulum, but there was no food, so we went further and went there. But I did go to it next to the hotel this time. I went with Keith, Ian, and friends on the Friday night. Had food there, and I think that's the only time I ate from it there. But then Wingstop was the night before with Rebecca. McDonald's Saturday night, and then bar food pretty much all day Sunday. I think I got a takeaway after the rock party, after, because I was really hungry, and it was like 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, I really fancy pizza.
I also ate.
So I had that.
Yeah.
I had that while I was watching WrestleMania. And then whatever I had left over, I had for breakfast. I know it's not a good thing, but my hotel's breakfast was pretty much croissants, cinnamon rolls, and yogurt and tea. That was it. So I was just thinking, well, I had a microwave in my room. I made use of it. So
I also ate at Popeyes.
Pretty much that.
Popeyes on the first day. I had Jolly Bees for breakfast one morning.
I still have to try Jolly Bees.
Jolly Bees really
honestly, but to be fair, I did say to Rebecca, Wingstop was the first time I'd ever tried it there, because the one in central London is always heaving.
Yeah, Wingstop.
Never get it.
That's why when we go to Wingstop, we sit outside in the park.
Yes, good idea.
I don't even do that. I mean, I should do that, because when I go out with friends, we kind of debate where to eat. But I will say to them, like, if you want to go there, because last time I went, who did I go with? I went with Jeremy, and we went to, it's the one opposite the Wingstop. It's the other chicken place.
Yeah. Oh,
Wing. Yeah.
Oh, Wing.
I think that's the one. We went there because it was less busy. So I'm definitely going to try Wingstop next time when I'm up there. Whenever that is, I don't know. I need to get my energy back from last weekend, because it's still null and void. I somehow escaped getting... Well, no, I didn't escape getting sick, but...
I escaped that.
Not as bad.
Yeah.
I did.
I felt rough. the whole week. I did have a bit of a cold, but touch wood, was fine. But by Thursday, put it this way, I had to leave work early. I was not well at all. So thank God for the Easter holiday.
Yeah.
Rest. I feel like rubbish, but still.
I'm still in holiday mode.
Yeah, I am as well. I kind of went into work on Tuesday, not feeling great. Working from home Wednesday, which was fine because I could sleep during my lunch break. But then, Thursday hit, and I was just like, no, that's not good.
I even got to the point where I snuck McDonald's into work on Tuesday.
Oh my gosh.
I did.
Yeah, I mean...
My work's so big, we have a McDonald's inside work.
I wish I did. I only have 2 cafes next to me. That's it.
Yeah.
I have nothing else. Unless you want to walk up the giant hill to Sainsbury's.
Well, you're lucky. You guys are lucky because as I said, my work, you don't get an Easter holiday. So I had to work today. I had to work in Easter. So remember that. Well, you all guys at home eating their chocolate egg. I was at work.
I didn't eat anything.
I got my chocolate egg now, so all is okay. But
I'm on Slim Fast chocolate bars.
So we are like at an hour and 40 minutes so far. So just before we head off, I think the best thing to say that we did really all enjoy Kokorocon, but what do we all think Kokorocon maybe can improve on for part 3? Because part 3 is pretty much confirmed. They have confirmed part 3.
I think expansion is a big thing.
Yes, I have heard.
Expansion.
I know there's a huge strong seasonal supply comes Coco this year.
Yeah.
I think, word of mouth has helped it grow.
Yeah.
So
I think
obviously they filled up very quickly this year.
The atmosphere this year was electric. I think I haven't seen
so good.
I haven't seen anything like this. I will still admit I like MianiCon a little bit more. But that's because it does really pander to my thing. At the same time, I think it's unfair to compare these two conventions one to one. Because MianiCon does have 28 years of experience, while Kokorocon has 2. But for someone with 2 years experience, it still does very good. There definitely is a market for it. I think it's extremely good con. I haven't been this excited for a convention in a very long time, probably since HabanaCon first came out. Of course, I haven't been to HataruCon. I do hear really good things about that, so don't worry, HataruCon guys. I'm not. I do think. I know that hopefully will be confirmed in the next few weeks.
I'll definitely go to HataruCon.
Yeah.
I've registered, I've submitted a panel, and I've booked my hotel to be on site this time. Because I was in the travel lodge last year, but it was literally a last minute thing when I turned up. And again, I didn't like going back and forth, so I'm just like, no, this is it. I don't care how much I have to pay. It's staying in the same place.
So I need to book that.
Yeah.
I think they're doing a deal as well. Like if you type in a certain code, it's on HataruCon's Facebook. If you type in the code, you get 10% off the hotel, which is good. I think I already had it anyway because I'm on Booking.com, so there was no point cancelling and doing that again. I will say this, like the whole thing about comparing cons. I never compare cons because each one is its own. Obviously, each one is its own separate thing. I think obviously party cons, yes. Yeah,
I do feel in a way you can compare party cons and summer cons in certain ways, but every time I know what you mean. Every con is going to get its own own feel. So as I said, if you were to compare Kokorocon more to a con, I'd say you compare it to GitterCon, which I do say is very good. But I don't know at the moment. I'm just like, both cons are good, but I'm excited to see what Kokoro I think will bring enough new ideas to the table to say, it's on its level. It's it's easy. I'd say do both. You're going to find good things in both. If you enjoy party cons, GitterCon and Kokorocon are the cons you should go to.
Yeah.
That
I honestly, I do honestly think that expansion is key, because
yes,
I think Keith did the same thing after the third con. They moved to a bigger place. I know finding the location is a big thing, because you have to think about where it is, how to get to it, places around it, because Nottingham is amazing, because literally you just walk out. You have the town centre, you can grab a tram.
I love that.
There is a cinema across the road.
There's Popeyes.
We all went to see the cinema Friday morning before the con had begun. Which was good. Also, it is a case of, I know it's cost effective as well, but I think Alex and the team have enough promotion out there to the point that people will talk about it.
People are going to come. They built it, and now they'll come.
Word of mouth is a big thing. That's why, like I said before, a lot of people went to Kokorocon this time. Also, the fact that you can expand on the vendors, because obviously a lot of people will want to sell their stuff there.
They have 100 artists. 100 artists apply. And I think they only can have about 10. So shows you how much they can expand by.
Exactly. Also, like I said before, the staging is really good. The lights is just a thing they need to improve on.
Lights, I would say that. I was going to say that. Still, this year it's too blue and purple, just a little bit. It does show a bit on my feel. As I said, bigger rooms for events. That would be lovely.
Yeah.
And
also, can those panelists have badges this time?
You want to did they not give panel bands this time? They must.
No.
Okay, Daddy Baker. If Daddy Baker listening, give Rebecca her panel. I know. I do like it. I do like getting panels.
Did they not get them for this?
No, don't get panelist badges.
Not all cons have them.
No, I think Manami, Kita, Ami, Kokorocon, they give a pen. That's true.
Yeah, you do actually get them at most cons. I think all the cons I've ever done one at, I've always got a badge. I don't remember not getting a badge.
I mean, obviously it's a small con, so probably cost effective in that. So maybe next year they might do that, because
maybe
more expensive.
I'm not sure whether we get like what's or discount or whatever. I know may have a go for discount.
Yes, they have a go for discount. And I think because we get first dibs on the tickets this time.
Yeah.
It was the same last year as well.
Yeah, that's how we got in.
Pretty much. Obviously, they did announce the news later on last year. I think it was like May they announced it, or June they announced when it was going to be again.
May, because I was legit in a hotel. Oh no, I was legit having dinner when I was getting my Kokorocon tickets.
Oh, well, there you are. So, what else can they do? I think I'm trying to think what else they can do. I mean, obviously, like you said, bigger. It's more bigger stuff.
Hopefully, one of those things that hopefully now there'll be more event runners, more panelists.
Yes, I think also some panels did clash. I think it was the same last year as well. But that's going to happen. There's nothing that can be done about it.
Clashes do happen. Hopefully, maybe with more panel rooms, they hopefully maybe can do stuff where they won't have to run panels up against the super big events like MianiCon does. It doesn't run anything up against the Masquerade. It doesn't run anything up against the opening ceremony. Because trust me, that would be an absolute hell to go up against, because everyone's going to go to the opening ceremony. Everyone's going to go to the Masquerade, or a lot of people go to the Masquerade. So it would be maybe kind of nice if they're like, oh yes, we're just going to like when the cosplay catwalk is on. That's the thing that is on.
Because even other cons, they don't have other things happening at the same
time. With the Masquerade, they kind of try to make that the big event, the big grand event, and make it like kind of usher everyone over to it to make it more grand. I'm just trying to think if there's any other. Except for I'd probably say, it's too blue and purple this year.
I'll finish on this in regards to it's a really good con.
Yeah.
The first 2 years have been excellent. The first year was great.
Yeah.
Second year, really good.
Yeah,
I think what made it for me was just like the people I was with. Like,
yes.
if people follow me, I suffer a lot of anxiety, and I didn't have any of my friends, like closest friends, with me this time, because either they were at another event or they couldn't make it. So it was just a case of, right, okay, what am I going to do? And I literally was like focusing, I'm just going to do photography. I'm just going to do photography. And in the end, I just ended up hanging with friends and just chilling with them, chatting, hanging out. And it was great because that kind of con, it gives you good memories in regards to the con itself. And I'm sad I didn't go to as many panels as I did, but it was just more of a case of I was enjoying being with friends. But I'm glad I was able to do like the big ones like I usually do, because they're always so fun to be part of or to watch. Because I do get involved in some, but mainly I try to take photos if I can of others. So like Kokorocon, I'm definitely more going to be press heavy this time, and I think I'm in one of the panels as well. I have to find out what's happening with that. But yeah, it is a case of Alex is doing a great job running this con. And may he continue, and I just hope he continues to do so. And hopefully it gives inspiration to other people in the future who do want to run a con. I know it's going to be very expensive. I know it's a lot of hard work because you're doing a job outside of a job you already do, or, you know, out of a hobby that you enjoy, and it can be strenuous, it can be tiresome. So it in a way it's good that it gives people hope in the future, like say another con was to retire and then someone else was to take its place. So honestly, keep doing what you're doing. I don't know if Alex will listen to this, but you know, you're doing a great job. 2 years in a row, amazingly well. May you continue on as long as you can. Don't get too stressed. And just keep growing. And the same for any con as well out there who is still going for all these years. You're all doing great. We love going to these events because, you know, we wouldn't be here talking about it now. So, all doing amazing. And don't stress too much. I know it's a con, but, you know, you should have fun as well. So pretty much keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. You're awesome.
I'm going to give a closing note. I reconnected with some friends that I had a little bit of a falling out with. I was ready to make up with them. There is a picture that I keep looking back on, of like a selfie of like all of us like sitting together just having fun, and then it's like I just can't stop looking at it because like, hey, I'm with my friends, I'm having fun. And that's good. And then, lo and behold, Alex left a comment saying, "Look at all them weebs."
That's Alex for you.
To be fair, one of my lock screen is of one of the photos I took at the rock party, and I love that photo because it was just like so spontaneous and fun, and it just reminds me of the weekend as well, which is great.
My lock screen at the moment is me and my friend cosplaying Chainsaw Man.
I'm really thrilled to hear how much fun you guys had. I mean, I didn't have any lock phone pictures or anything like that, but I do have lots of wonderful pictures. Maybe I should make one of them my lock phone photo. But yeah, I must say, Kokorocon was an absolutely amazing time. I mean, especially after having such an amazing time at MianiCon, it's just absolutely amazing to come out with 2 cons. And I guess the fact that the channel was doing so well as well. I think this will just always be a really nice time of my life that I'll always be able to remember back on. And Kokorocon 2 will be a huge part of that.
Yeah. I think we're all in agreement that it was a great con. You all had a great time.
Pretty good con. We're almost at 2 hours, so I think it's time we all should think going to bed because I have been at work all day. I've been at work all day and then watched a very stressful football match afterwards. So there's nothing else anyone wants to say about Kokorocon. No one else wants to talk about Kokorocon before we go. Nothing we forgot.
I'm trying to think.
No, I don't think we have. We'll have DLC. DLC, you too, Rebecca?
I'm good.
Excellent. Well, okay, it'll be time to say goodbye. Don't forget we are on Twitter at animeintheuk. We're on Instagram at animeuk0. And of course, we're on TikTok at animeuk1. But it has been wonderful. Thank you so much, Harriet and Rebecca, for coming on the show. It's been wonderful having you. And it's been a wonderful time going to Kokorocon. So it's time to say goodbye to everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.